Welcome. You have reached review time with Emperiol. Today's review would be Black Water Abyss, starring Luke Mitchell as Eric. Now, there's other actors and actresses in this movie. However, they pretty much is not really familiar actors and actresses. So it's like sometimes when I do reviews and I don't recognize the actors or actresses, I don't normally name them. But you got Jessica McNamee as Jennifer, Molly Golden as Yolanda, Benjamin Hotes as Victor, and Anthony J. Sharp as Cash. Now, those are the main five characters of the story. And you have two like extra people that died as soon as the movie started. So this is pretty much Shark Week starts August 9th, 2020. And so this is in could fall in line with that, even though it's not to do with sharks, it's to do with a crocodile. And the setting is in Australia. The movie starts off with two people that's out in the jungle or wherever they at, forest, and they get lost, and before you know it, the one man, he disappears, then the woman goes after him and she disappears, and then when she comes to, she's in a cave like setting and he's already dead, and then she gets snatched. Meanwhile, you have this group of friends. Two of the pairs are couples, and then they got the fifth wheel guy. They like, hey, let's go be adventurous. Eric is the most notable person we know. Luke Mitchell, I mean, and his character is Eric. Where I seen him on Agents of Shield, and he's been on Blind Spot. So the show Blind Spot, that was a hit on NBC. They got like 5 seasons now. I fell off after like season 3, but nevertheless, we get back to the movie, and just like if you've seen the movie Crawl with the alligators, now that was more of a storyline. That was okay. It was more of a storyline. It was interesting. The town flooded, and then the alligators was let loose. Then you got this group of people who has been this group of people who are going out hiking, and or not necessarily hiking, explore a cave, and they're not even like well equipped for this. No real weapons. They had a gun that was in the car. They left it there. Said they didn't want to have guns. But you're out. You're faced against anything out in the wilderness. Crazy people, uh, animals. So, nevertheless, they go in a cave, and you already know it's downhill from there. Of course, one by one, they get plucked off. Now, there's 5 of them. All of them go through different stuff, through these different events, and basically, the men get plucked off one by one from the alligator. Eventually, Eric, who's the most notable actor, he gets plucked off last out of the males. It's 3 males and 2 females. The twist was both of the couples. Eric, he was messing with the other girl too, and his wife, who he was with, Jennifer, she didn't know it right away, but they took pictures before time, and then when she looked at the way that Eric and Yolanda was in the pictures, it was too much chemistry there. Like, they was like really gazing each other's eyes and stuff. So she pretty much put 2 and 2 together. Like, and Yolanda's pregnant, and so they put 2 and 2 together. Like, hey, they were messing. So they confessed while they was down in the cave. Nevertheless, Eric got oxed by the crocodile or alligator, either one. And then they found a way out. Yolanda and Jennifer found a way out. And then they got back to the car. They got their car, drove off in the car, and then end up crashing and end up right back in the river where the crocodile was. So when the crocodile comes out while they're in the car, this is like the last scene. They find the gun that was in the car, and so they break out of the car that was sinking in the river. And Yolanda, her ankle's twisted, so she's slow to go. So you think the croc is going to snatch her. Then Jennifer is shooting a gun, so the croc comes up and snatches Jennifer. Then her and the croc, Jennifer and the croc is underneath the water fighting, and she's shooting the croc with the gun underneath, and then you just see blood, and you think basically the croc has dusted her off, but she comes up swimming, and she killed the croc, and her and Yolanda hug, and that's the end of the movie. Out of my 4-star rating system, this is definitely a 1. I find these movies, watch them. Some of them's not even worth reviewing, but hey, why not? I don't know where this movie is coming out at. I don't know if it's, because of quarantine, a lot of movies get launched on like Fandango and platforms like that, or Hulu, Netflix, and they just pop up, and then I watch them. And it's a 2020 movie, so I don't know if it wasn't for the COVID, well, this is something that made it to the movie theater, but it's definitely a C movie. Subscribe, like the video, and of course, till next time.